the charter presentation of the club. Ìyá Elétò PHL, you are welcome, sir. Rataract Club of Abeokuta, Rataract past president Tosin Oshikomi PHL, you are welcome. Let me welcome the past president, Rataract Club of past president of Rataract Club of Abeokuta. That's Rataract past president Fetola Owolabi, the award-winning president for the Rotary Open Opportunity here. That's the past president, Rotary Open Opportunity here of Rotary Club of Abeokuta. You are welcome, sir. Speaker for today is a Rotarian, is also a Rotaractor, is a PDR in 9125. That's Rotarian, past president, PDR. Easy at Abeokuta. You are welcome, sir. Let me also welcome a Rotarian. Say, you are welcome, sir. I want to welcome the imaginative president, Rataract Club of Isol of Metro. You are welcome, sir. I want to welcome the mother of today's celebrant, Boluwatife Odeyale. His mother is here with us to witness all we are doing. You are welcome, sir. The man behind this club we are about to shatter today. When we that is a Rotarian, is the past president, who also, I remember he said something that very day. He said one of the things he regretted was like he didn't join Rotary Club of Abeokuta there to be part of the charter member of Rotary Club of Abeokuta. He said that time he came to Abeokuta to serve for his youth service here then. And he said that day, I can't forget, that I would have been a charter member of Rotary Club of Abeokuta, but he's happy that he's witnessing the charter presentation of a club in Crescent University, and that's the Dean of Law, Rotarian past president, Kazim Momodu. You are welcome, sir. And the PHM member, thank you. You are welcome, sir. We are happy to have you in our midst. And also, we want to welcome one of our daddy, the dean of the club, sir. And also, we want to recognize the International Law Department, a lecturer here, that's Dr. Teji Olaleye. You are welcome, sir. Please, before I hand over the mic to the DRR to call, the way we do it in Rataract, I want all the Rotaractors, please, let's come down here. Let's mingle with others. Please, Rataract, those of you come, Rataract, please, let's move. The Rataract Club of Crescent University come to stay. And by carrying all the members of his club along them, he made sure that this law was shattered before the last Rotary year ended, and make sure that the students, the shattering member, are also on ground to have meetings weekly, week in, week out. I want to quickly recognize Rotarian immediate past president, Rotary Club of Abeokuta, the changemaker president, Rotarian Abeokuta Ogun. Please, can you move down here? Take the side of the table, please? You are welcome, sir. Let me welcome the guest speaker for today to also join my DRR here before we call this meeting to order. That's Rotarian PDR past president, Easy Adeokuta. Please, can you join my DRR here? Let me Abeokuta, please, sir. That's the most who want to join us, sir. We need you here, sir. But we know the way we do it. I want to bring to the side of the table. That's Mrs. Odeyale, the mother of today's celebration. Okay, let me also bring to the high side of the table because I can see most of our lecturers don't know the way we do it in Rotary Rataract and they might want to join us. Let me bring here Dr. P.G. Olaleye, the international law lecturer department. Mr. P.G. Olaleye, welcome, sir. Is the dean of law. That's the club advisor, the past president of this great family, Rotarian Momodu Kazim Momodu. You're welcome, sir. Well, at this juncture, let me call.
For sake of recognition, I would also want to give him the honor that he deserves, because he is the assistant district representative for West and Central, a past president of the Rataract Abeokuta Ogun Sunday. Distinguished contractors, Rotarians from the Abeokuta Akiria, the Dean, Faculty of Law, Rotarian past president Kazim Momodu. To specially recognize our senior lecturer from the International Law Department, Mr. P.G. Olaleye, the mother of today's celebrants, the Chartered President of Crescent University, fellow contractors, guests, and friends, if any. At exactly 4:39 by my time, I want to call this chapter presentation to order. Let's all be on our
shall we all rise and take our grace? If it Lord and giver of all good, we praise thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary all. Thank you very much, my wish Rotarians on the high table, guests, Rataractors, the Rataract from Rataract Club of Crescent University, guests and friends of for being us in the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. I want to call on the imaginative president. Okay, let me call on the secretary of the club of Rataract Club of Crescent University, in person of Rataractor Sarah Mai, to take us in the four weekends of the things of this. Why I call
DBR and all protocols observed. The four-way test of the thing or do. Is it true?
Sorry, let's quickly correct that. There's an error there. Before we test of the things we think, say or do. So we can all correct that in that.
Correct it for your pamphlet.
Of the things we think.
1. Is it true? 2. Is it fair to all concerned? 3. Will it build goodwill and better friendship? 4. Will it beneficiary to all concerned?
Thank you. Well, can we give her a round of my dears, Rotarians in the house, Rataractors in the house, the Marketing President, friends and guests of Rataract. We call upon to take the purpose of Rataract. The purpose of Rataract is to provide opportunities for young men and women to enhance the knowledge and skills that will assist them in personal development, to address the physical and social needs of their communities, and to promote better relations between all people worldwide through a framework of friendship and service. Thank you. Number one is to develop professional and leadership skills, to enhance respect for the rights of others, and to promote ethical standards and the dignities of all useful occupations, to provide opportunities for young people to address the needs and concerns of the community and her world, to provide opportunities for working in cooperation with sponsoring Rotary clubs, to motivate young people for eventual membership in Rotary. Thank you very much.
Experience to be having their meeting is the one that serves as our own speaker to speak on behalf of Rotaractors. That's Rotaractor past President Abdullahi Aboladi. You are welcome, sir. Let me go to next to him by right. That's the Rotarian past President Crescent, the Dean of Law, and also double as the Global Advisor of Rotaractor Club of Crescent University. You are welcome, sir. Next to him by right is Rotarian past President Rotary Club of Abeokuta, that's Rotarian Kazim Adeoti, the technical president of that club, that also show the way in making sure that the Rataract Club of Crescent University come to stay in this school. Thank you very much for that, sir. Let me recognize the mother of today's celebrant, Mrs. Odeyale. You are welcome, ma'am. We are happy to have you now. Let me also recognize the guest speaker of today is our icon, is our guest. He has led the way right from District 9125 that comprised of Oyo State, Kwara State, Osun, Ondo, and the likes. Like over 10 states is the number one then, but now is a Rotarian. That's PDR, past president, Adeniro Easy. You are welcome, sir. I also want to recognize it by his left is one of our guys when he also was the president of Rotary Club of Abeokuta during the Rotary Open Opportunity year. That was when my own club, Rataract Club of Abeokuta, came first after over 15 years. And with the support, the club was able to bring that trophy back to Abeokuta, and that's Rotary and past president Kayode. You are welcome, sir. And also is a Rotaractor. He's also a past Rotaractor from Rataract Club of Federal University of Agriculture. Now he's a Rotarian. He has joined his family right from when he was in institutional base like Crescent University now. You are welcome, sir, once again. We want to also recognize Mr. Teji Olaleye, that's a lecturer here from the International Law Department. You are welcome, sir. Let me also recognize our Rotarian Molade from Rotary Club of Abeokuta. You are welcome. The day to is here. You are welcome. Always from Adebi. Rotaractor Fentola Oladi from Rotary Club of Abeokuta. You are welcome. Rotaractor Tosin Shikon, you are welcome. Rotarian Moyosore, you are welcome. All Rotaractor from Rotary Club of Crescent University. Okay, you are welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our protocol will observe in order to maintain standards. It gives me a great pleasure to address you today. I welcome you most cordially to this installation ceremony of Rataract Oluwatife Samuel Odeyele as the first president of Rotary Club of Crescent University in Abeokuta, and the induction of Club Board of Directors, coupled with the fundraising for 2022-2023 imaginary year. Today is another historical day in the history of our dear club and school. We are officially presenting to you the first president of our noble club. Rotarians, fellow Rataractors, guests, friends. Rataract is my dear friend, Crescent, brother and colleague, and our relationship spans a period of 2 years. I congratulate you today. I congratulate you on this feat. May Almighty Allah lead you through this journey. Envelope you with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and mental balance, and raise men for you to accomplish all your set down objectives for this club and humanity at large. On behalf of the President, Board of Directors, and members of Rotarian Club of Crescent University, Abeokuta, I welcome you all. To this memorable event and ceremony. I wouldn't have completed his address without appreciating the board members, our advisor, Rotarian Professor Muhammadu. Please clap for him, please. We worked this, just to listen to that address, we worked day and night. In fact, Prof used to be with us till 8 p.m. in the night to make sure that we get this program done. Thank you very much, sir, for your financial support. Trust me, you write 50 letters a day, and you get better and better every day. I've learned a lot. Thank you very much, sir. Club members, and most importantly, my board members, whose effort made this day a successful one. May Almighty God meet you all at the point of your needs. I appreciate Rotary and Dr. Isaac Bankwale, President of the Rotary Club Abeokuta. He was actually there for us by the time we witnessed one of their fellowship, and he gave us a very good advice as well at that point in time. Special guests, Rotarians, Rataractors, friends, guests honoring our invitation with your presence today and financial and material support. I believe we can make history together. Finally, to all our supporters, we are very grateful for your support at all times. May God Almighty bless you abundantly. We are looking forward to your great contribution, and I wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you very much for coming.
The next segment, I would quickly want to make some few corrections so that we can all learn and not the faults whenever we are being called to say one or two. All of the dignitaries that are here. It is important that whoever is sitting behind the dagger, you observe that person. It can either be me as the DRR or the president of the club. So it is important that you observe the protocol by saying the president. If you know any other person that is on the ITV, you call them by the portfolio that they are holding.
Dignitaries on the ITV, Rotarians, Rataractors, guests and friends of OPRs. We are going to the next stage of today's segment. Instead of having an auction sales, we want to make this place lively, we want to take songs. And the person to help us in doing that, I want to call on Rotary and past President Moyo Sore to help us handle that. Thank you very much.
Fellow interactors, fellow Rotarians, guests of Rotary family. Rotary song, please open to page 10 of your book here.
There's a song there that is Rotary My Rotary. I love that song so much, and it's very, very good to sing in Rotary functions. I'll do the la la la. I need a volunteer to do the do 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 for me. Who will volunteer to do that song for me? Who? Oh, the number 2 in the street. Okay. Someone just say you do the do 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 for me. Okay, so I will light it, will do it, and then we all sing it. La 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 la
Let's all be upstanding as you welcome.
Thank you, my Rotarians. I want to do the song.
We can have us. You want us to sit while singing the song?
No, when we want to sing the song.
Okay. My Rotarian man, I'm sure we are aware that this is a fundraising event. We can't sing for free, but just a reminder.
Oh, thank you very much. I've just been called to. And of course, please sing, sir. Thank you very much. In Rotary, we do everything to raise money to serve humanity, and we don't do songs for free. But because I'm taking this session and it's my song, I will sponsor it with just 2,000 naira. So I'm sponsoring that song with 2,000 naira. My own Rotary father, my Rotarian father is here. He's my father from way back, and anytime I'm at Rotary functions, thank you very much. We just said 5,000 naira, 7,000 naira on God. Our club advisor, sir. Oh, my child just did 1,000 naira, please appreciate it. 5,000 naira, sir. That is 13,000 naira on God. 13,000 naira on God. Mommy. Thank you very much, ma. Please appreciate mommy for me. You have to go ahead. Let's sing Mama, oh Mama, oh Mama, oh. Oluwada Mama si fuwa. Mama, oh Mama, oh Mama, oh. Oluwada Mama si fuwa. Thank you very much, ma. Really appreciate it. Oh yes, ma'am. But like I love money. The fact that our own Rotarian, our past retractor, sir, we are taking a song. 5,000 naira from Rotarian Kayode. Easy, sir. Easy does it. Easy does it. It's a PDR. A past interactor, a past retractor, a past PDR, a past Rotarian president. Please appreciate this man. I want to spend his money. Okay. I'll see for them. No, I said 5 guys. This is 500 naira. Where did that one run out? I don't understand. Okay, please, let's take the song now. Is it your? I'm calling from you. Is it your baby?
Let's recognize the Majestic President, Rataract Club of Omole Golden, all the way from Ogun in Lagos. You are welcome. That's Anjorin Olujuwon. You are welcome. Let me also recognize also a charter president of another club from Lagos State, that's Rataract Club of Bagada South. She is a female. She also chartered one club there, and that's Rataract past president, charter president, award-winning president. Is very well waiting from Empe this evening to grace this occasion. You are welcome, ma'am. And moving on with the program, let me call on the district Rataract representative to give us his own address.
Very own distinguished Vice Chancellor, Crescent University, thanks so much for having us here. My distinguished club advisor for the Rataract Club of Crescent University, Mr. Kazim Umodu, the Changemaker President of the Rotary Club of Abeokuta, Mr. Kazim Adeoti, our guest speaker for today's occasion, past district rep, Adeniran Easy, Rotarians from the Rotary Club of Abeokuta, thanks so much for bestowing the Rataract district with a new Rataract club. Distinguished Rataractors from all corners of Rataract district 910, our beautiful and wonderful Rataractors of the Rataract Club of Crescent University, guests and friends of Rotary, it's a great pleasure to address us this evening at the official charter presentation of the Rataract Club of Crescent University. As we all know in Rotary, that service to humanity is our core business, and particularly how we can tend to serve humanity is by building ourselves. Rataract is the platform where young persons get to build our leadership prowess and also stand the test of time and also grow in longer years and also grow in the impact that they have hoped to make within this community and also within the state at large. Very quickly, let me just congratulate our charter president. Bolu Atifeodeyale is one restless person. He's always eager to know a whole lot. He's always on top of his primary assignment in this institution is to get good grades and also make our parents proud by graduating in flying colors. But I can assure you that if you are committed to your studies and also committed to the ideals of Rotary, you would get to build greater networks for yourselves and also tend to make greater commitment towards human development and also capacity building as it may be known for. So I want to thank each and every one of us for finding our way here today to celebrate the Rataract Club of Crescent University, and I hope that in many more years to come, we will be proud that we are here today and our contributions towards the Crescent University Rataract Club would speak for each and every one of us at every of our individual endeavors. So I want to thank particularly the Rotary Club of Abeokuta, and I hope that the Rataract Club of Crescent University will make the Rotary Club of Abeokuta proud this year in particular, because I know that Bolu Atife will do greater things. And for many of us that would aim to lead this club in the nearest future, I want to wish us all the very best. And thank you for committing to make the Rataract service our core goal and our core assignment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John. Also in our midst, let me also recognize the President of Rotary Club of Opan, please pardon me, sir. That's Rotarian Marketing to Lope. You are recognized, sir. I'm sorry for that. And also let me recognize our Rataract past president, Rataract Club of Ijebu-Ife, Rataract Pierre Miller, that's the Vice Chancellor of Crescent University, for his speech. Thank you. Over to you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Today, and other officers that are here. We want to thank you very much for coming I want to bring you sincere greetings from His Excellency Prince Bola Akibola. I've already been here for another event this morning in Bakolo. I'm just going to another one, so forgive me if I just make my speech and go to my next meeting. But for the benefit of our visitors, just to explain how we got to where we are today, that His Excellency Prince Bola Akibola has served the nation as Attorney General, a Minister of Justice. He has been the Nigerian Ambassador to the UK. He has been the World Court Judge and served as the Nigerian representative at the Hague. And in all his services to the nation, he's been focused on the issue of service to the community. What you see here in this campus was intended as an housing estate, so you will see a lot of bungalows that are there developed. But when he was at the Hague, he said that whenever he introduced himself as the judge from Nigeria, the overwhelming reaction is that that is the place where they don't care about education. Our international reputation is next to nothing. But he said that it's very difficult to defend the position when they mention that 20% of children out of school in the whole world are in Nigeria. That is about 13 million at the moment. About 40 years ago, they gave us 10 years to improve. The Beijing Conference, 1995, and 2005, 2015. Unfortunately, we still have the largest number of children out of school. The second fact that they throw at him is the infant mortality rate. Number of children dying during childbirth. They find it difficult to understand that as a top 10 oil producer, that relatively Nigeria is a wealthy country in terms of being a top 10 oil producer. As a top 10 oil producer, it's very surprising that some of these challenges remain with us. So it's very concerned. So he decided that instead of having this housing estate that we currently have, was that he would turn the COVID pandemic. And that is the unfortunate thing. When I was a student, about 30 or 40 years ago, as a virologist, I remember our first lecture at the undergraduate with my professor in the University of London. He said he prays for two things that we would not see in our lifetime. He said he prays that we will not see another pandemic. This is in 1982. He said he prays that we will not see a pandemic, and as a virologist, he was concerned about viruses jumping from one state to another. So for example, an animal virus, for those of you who don't know the science, viruses and microorganisms need humans or flesh to survive. So he was praying that we don't have a situation where the viruses jump population. So, and unfortunately, as you all know, the two things that he prayed for that we shouldn't have in 1982 is what we have now had. The COVID pandemic has devastated the world, the number of people that have died. The issue of jumping from one species to another was prevalent with Ebola. Ebola is a monkey virus, but because of the community ignorance of people eating monkeys or erongbe or any of these other things, has meant that those viruses have jumped population, and when they enter the human population, it caused a devastating effect. So I value the work that you do, that you want to do, because it's still a great mystery to us that even when you tell people something is wrong, even when the Ministry of Health said that this bush meat and all these things should not be consumed, people are happily buying it in brewery and all over Ulafewa and around that. And you will follow the international news Ebola has returned. It has returned to Uganda and has killed over 100 people in Uganda. And Ebola started from Ebola River in the Congo Republic and has worked good because this virus will jump from one population to the other. But somebody will tell you their father and grandfather have been eating bushmeat and nothing has ever happened to them. So those are part of the challenge that I will say that the work of the community organization remains a pertinent one. And of course, what His Excellency is concerned about, the reason for anybody being in education, is enlightenment. That the way the world is going now, with globalization, that whatever we do here has an impact. And what the pandemic has demonstrated is that even if you are in your village, and I remember at that time people said, oh, we are not near any airports, that COVID only comes through airports. But as you saw, that the reason why the world is concerned is because of the free movement. And those of us that are in epidemiology and science, we don't see people, we see diseases moving around. Shaking hands with somebody is transmission. Coughing in a bus is transmission. And it's that transmission that we cannot prevent. And as I said, COVID has demonstrated it very well. So I want to just use this opportunity that has been given to me to say that the work continues. That we have not reached a stage, especially in Africa, where there are still people today who does not believe that COVID existed. There was even a governor, one of the youngest governors in Nigeria, that said COVID did not exist in his state, although all around the other states it was existing. So you kind of wonder, how have we got to the stage where a governor, when the whole world is a pandemic, demonstrable killing of people in different parts of the country, to still say it's not affecting us. And of course you will recall what happened in Kano as well. When it was demonstrated that it was COVID that was killing people, the governor said it's a mysterious disease. Again, people took into account that that is not existing. And of course there were other opportunities for people there were some people who were selling water, they were selling concussions that was said to cure COVID. Again, this is due to lack of education. The new team here that is being inaugurated, that your job is still much needed. And as I said, even just within this Abeokuta here, that there are at least 10 places I can show you where they are happily consuming, selling and trading in bushmeat and meat that could transmit Ebola. And you don't want to wish Ebola on anybody. If somebody has Ebola, blood will be coming out of all orifices. And if you remember what happened with Dr. Dadevo, if it's not for her, the country would have been devastated. She detained the Liberian official that was bringing Ebola into the country. But unfortunately, he was wired up for a drip, and the person pulled out all the wires and all the blood spilled, contaminated, and they died. That, I think, is the challenge before. So when you now go to Rwanda or Lafewa and somebody tell you there's no such thing as Ebola, but they have never seen Ebola, it's something to do with Tanzania or whatever. So you can see the problem and the issues at hand. And of course, apart from
Crescent University, Mr. Ashley, welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's have a seat. Without wasting much of our time, past President Titi Lokpe, Easy Adeniran, and I want him to be upstanding to come forward, please. While I call on Rataract Odu Glory Delight to come and take the citation of the guest speaker for today. Thank you.
Fellow Rataractors, my name is Abeokuta Ogun. I will be talking about Titi Lokpe Easy Adeniran. He was born in the mid-70s to the family of late Mr. S.C. and Mrs. R.S. Adeniran. He is an indigene of the ancient city of Ibadan, having completed his primary and secondary studies at Baptist Academic Primary School, Obanikoro, Baptist Academic Secondary School, Obanikoro, and Metropolitan College, Isolo, MCI, all in Lagos State. He served his country in 2000-2001, where he was privileged to work with Shell Petroleum Development Company, Delta State, and joined Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, in May 2022 as a teaching assistant, and rose to literature one at December 2006 when he left the country for United Kingdom. Rotarian Easy started his Rotary life with the Interact Club of Metropolitan College, Isolo, Lagos State in 1988, where he became the SAA in 1990 to 1991 and the president in 1991 to 1992. Rotary year. The same year he served as the president of Literary and Debating Society. Rotarian Titi Lokpe Izi Ademiro and his beautiful wife were privileged to be inducted as Rotarians by PP Adebayo Alao Akala of blessed memory. Who doubled as the president, Rotary Club of Ogbomoso, and Deputy Governor of Oyo State in 2005. Rotarian Izzy served as the Installation Committee Secretary, Club Service Director, SAA, and President-elect in 2006-2007, but relocated outside the country in search for greener pasture and did not serve as the president. He transferred his membership to Rotary Club of Manchester Breakfast Club, District 1285, and formed an international-based Rataract Club in 2012, Manchester International College. He became a president nominee in 2012 to 2013, but could not serve as the president due to his relocation to Qatar. He transferred to Rotary Club of Bantoko in January 2019. His yearn and spirit of Rotary in him manifested in no time, and he became the secretary 2019 to 2020 and president-elect of the club in May 2019. He served as the secretary and president-elect between July 2019 and June 2020. Rotarian Easy also served in the following district committees for 2019 to 2020. He is a Christian and happily married to Rotarian Abeokuta Cecilia Ademiro, who was also a Rataractor at the same time he met her, and the union is blessed with 2 children. We are also members of Rotary, who are also members of Rotary International.
If I'm right, our mommy in the house, thank you so much. Rotarians in the house, my president, that's the president of my club, Rotary Club of Bantoko, all the Rotaractors in the house, and all members of Rataract Club of this great citadel of learning, Crescent University. Thank you so much for having me. Today is not a speech making day, as we all know. It's supposed to be a merry making day. So I wouldn't want to come here and bore you with a series of stories, speaking for 10, 20, 30 minutes. That is not what we need today. My dear, I'm right. Thank you very much. Because I was once in that position and I used to say, why this talk, why this talk? I served as a DRR 20 years ago, precisely 2002. I served as DRR 2002-2003, 9130, not 9125. Thank you very much. So I wouldn't want to take too much of your time. Actually, since Sunday, my son has been in and out of hospital, and I had to just create time. I'm still going back there today. That's why I had to come with my president, who actually volunteered to bring me down. So I'll leave as soon as I finish this. Please just bear with me. This is not me. I'm always a retractor. But while I was thinking about being a guest speaker in this occasion, something came to my mind. This is a new club. All they need is, what is Rataract? What has Rataract been? And what do we stand to gain, the benefit? Because when you go to any student and introduce this organization to them, the first thing they ask you is, what do I stand to gain? The benefit. The same thing as in Rotary. The first thing is you have to know what the Rataract Club is. How many of us are members of this Rataract Club of Crescent University? Please, can I see our hands? How many of us? 1, 2, 3? Just 4 of us? Oh, 5. Thank you very much. Don't worry. The same 5 will change to 20, 30 youth program. Get it right now. It's a program under Rotary. We have 5 avenues of service. We have the youth service. You understand? So it was a program under that site in 1968 in Charlotte North. That was in North Carolina, US. And as at 14th September 2022, it has grown into a major organization of 10,680 clubs. 10,680 clubs spread around the world. And over 203,000 members in 189 countries. When we talk about 189 countries, that makes you a global citizen. As a retractor, you are a global citizen. If you find yourself in the US, find yourself in UK. But look at the way we sang the other time. That can only be found in Rataract Club. And thank God most Rotarians there are former retractors, starting from my past president, the 2 past presidents here. We still have, who again? I don't know. Okay, Rotarian Moyo. Sir? Okay. You know, at times when you say you are retractors, when I ask you when were you a retractor, I say, this is not my generation. Because I joined Rataract in 1988. I was a GRR 2002. No, Interact, sorry, 88. Rataract 1994. 93, 94. So, you are a retractor maybe 2015, 2016. 2009 to 10. Nice one, thank you very much. And don't forget that we still have another program under the youth service called the Interact. Interact started before Rataract. Interact started in 1962 for the high school students, that is secondary school students. You understand? It was after that we graduated to the Rataract, the International Action Interact. I said Rotary in action the other time. International Action for the Interact. And to be eligible for membership, prospective members must be 18 years and above. And in Rataract we have 2, the community-based and institutional-based. The one we have here is institutional-based. The other time they were calling Isolo Metro. That is a community-based club. That is it. We have 2 of it. But in 2019, Rataract went from being a program of Rotary International to being a membership type of Rotary International, elevating its status to resemble that of Rotary clubs. So we are now partners in service. Some Rotary clubs, probably they have never been retractors. All they expect is, once the retractors are here, let them come and speak for us. They are our children.
they are this. It's not that. When we talk about you are the sponsor club, it is not just bringing them to come and wash plates for you. So Rotary has actually elevated Rataract, and we are now partners in service. And when you talk to your friends, your colleagues, inviting them, some of the benefits because of our time, professional development. Every time we have series of seminars, programs, where you develop yourself, because it starts from you. If you can't develop yourself, then you cannot develop the club, then you cannot do anything to your community. When you talk about your community, your immediate constituency, you are talking about this school. As a member of Rataract Club of Crescent University, this is your community. You start all your projects inside this campus. You can now move outside. You understand? It is when you start here, your colleagues will be able to ask, what are they doing here? Even for what you are doing now, some of them will be asking, what is going on there? With that, you get more members. Networking. Now you are meeting so many Rotarians, you are networking. Personal development, leadership, mentoring. You can be a volunteer as well. So ladies and gentlemen, you stand to gain a lot when you are part of this family. But the best way to know more about this organization is by going out. If you don't go to visit other clubs, you can't know more about this organization. You can only be a local champion. You just stay at home. Then that is where the education ends. But when you visit other clubs, you have so many clubs in Lagos visiting you. Why not reciprocate and visit those clubs as well? When they have district program, you attend the program, then you learn more about this organization. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow retractors, can I use that? Can I? Yes. I can still call myself a retractor. I am still a PDR. Yes. So fellow retractors, Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary family, as I said earlier, it is not a speech-making day, but a merry-making day. And to the club, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Alright, if I want to
City Abeokuta with honor and with recognition to appreciate you as a guest speaker at our installation ceremony. We have to thank you for appreciating us, for honoring us. We make you part one day. You all yell about the work. Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
We appreciate you for that wonderful speech, our guest speaker. Thank you very much.
Rataractors, the advisor, guests and friends of the family. I know you don't just give award for free. I'm a Rotarian. What I actually told you was for the club to send the account so I can support your project for this Rotary year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now give him a round of applause and take all of the president to get set. President, please kindly get set as your induction will be done after now. Please, let's quickly recognize some dignitaries that came in. I don't know, my dear, whether because we are having shut-up presentation of Crescent University, that's why we have so many all shut-up presidents coming around. I have the shut-up president from Rotary Club of Olumo Sunrise. That's Rotarian Abeokuta President, Rotary Club of Olumo Sunrise. And we also have Rotarian Rataract Club of Yaba College of Technology and Web Campus, Rataract Aisha of Babakide AOP. You are welcome. We also have Rataract Saka Oriyomi from Rataract Club of Nigeria. You are welcome, sir. Thank you. With the permission of the DRL.
So I want the Senate President to step forward, while for the very first time we have the club secretary take the citation of our chapter president? No. Okay. Okay, you have a choice.
We have a choice now.
Okay. All right. What's up?
We have Dr. Alabi Eniola Adiola. Dr. Alabi Eniola Adiola.
Oluwatuka hails from Gorita in Abeokuta Ogun State. He had his elementary learning at Marvelous Children's School, Pepsi Junction, Abeokuta, and proceeded to African Church Grammar School, Yalode, Abeokuta, and later Oluwa International College, where he obtained his secondary school teaching certificate at age 17. He journeyed to the city of Ilorin, Kwara State, to Al-Imam College of Education in Ibadan, Kwara State, for a year program connection into Kwara State University through direct entry to study entrepreneurship education. Sadly, he dropped out after his final year research project due to unaffordable circumstances, and went ahead to study mass communication at Crescent University, Abeokuta. He became a member of Rataract Club at Crescent University, Abeokuta in June 2022 through the Rotary Awareness Drive of the club made by Rotarian Professor Muhammadu Kasim Muhammadu, and under the guidance and leadership of Rataract Kasim Adeokuta, with the team served to change lives. His activities and sterling qualities made the charter member of the club, nominate and voting in as the club charter president. Within the short period he spent in office as the charter president, he has been added to the district's 9110 editorial board and now has several articles in his name. Aside from being a student, Oluwatuka is the brain behind Yaleb Concept, a SME developer, solution provider, team lead of NAS Inspire Global Abuja, project coordinator for Waka Nation Abeokuta, and a consultant to Mass Reality Home Lagos. Ambassador has fondly called by his proud and Crescent is a purpose-driven and self-motivated leader, three times awarding winning writer, career building assistant, personal development coach, transformational speaker, and prize discipline. He tutors his classmates, students from different levels, and has trained people in different areas of life, spanning from career, entrepreneurship, business growth, and writing. He considers writing to be a method of conveying information from one generation to the next. His enthusiasm for teaching, studying, and conducting research is undeniable.
All right, thank you very much. I would want to invite this side the staff advisor, standing in the club advisor to the Rataract Crescent University, standing in for the Vice Chancellor of Crescent University, and also the club advisor can be on this side, sir, as we honorably decorate the very first president of the Rataract Club of Crescent University. Okay, easy. From a privileged information, we want to see those that are here in support of our new president, just like Mariana said. We want to take the lead in helping him make a lot of funds to assist
the club.
Okay, first assignment, say you have to raise money. So let's see what you're capable of raising at this gathering, because we have lots of your friends and colleagues here that come to celebrate you. Please, let's help you get a train.
While you take it around, for those that want to support, Rataract Ogun, please have your seat back. We are still supporting this, and the federal is moving around. It was to take over now. There is something holy on you. Rataract Ogun, are you ready to take over?
The one wants to, someone is challenging you, Bolu.
He's a jolly good fellow. You are lying.
Let us support him.
Okay, right, Rotarian man. Rotarian, Kayode said she support him with money. Not by mouth, yes. With money. Treasurer, please, Animal, can you visit my Rotarian? Visit her. Thank you. Alright.
This time around, it's not going. It's not going. He is the first president, the charter president, the beginner. And this serves as the beginning of good things to happen to Rataract Club of Crescent University of Abeokuta. So, please join out with me as we decorate you as the charter president of Rataract Club of Crescent.
He's a president He's a president after all. He's a president after all. He's a president. He's a president. He's a president after all. He's a president after all. He's a group photograph, please. Let's look closer, let's have a good photograph. Congratulations, Rataract Samuel Ojeyade, as the first president of Rataract Club of Crescent University. Well, being the charter president comes with a lot of responsibility, which means you have to stand by the club at all times, even while you are out of the school. You have to stand with them. Not only by just talking, also in financing, till the club succeed over the years, 100 years, 200 years, you continue to support the club.
As we present the charter certificate to all charter members is on a single file.
All charter member of Rataract Club of Crescent University, if you know you are a charter member, or
the staff advisor of the Rataract Club of Crescent University, Professor Momodu. And on behalf of myself as the district representative for Rataract District 9110, we want to present the certificate of organization to the president and chartered members of the Rataract Club of Crescent University. This certificate signifies that the club has been duly registered and you all are duly registered as members of Rotary International on this day. Okay, it was actually established on the 18th of May 2022, but today being the chartered presentation day, which is the 3rd of November 2022. So these 2 dates are significant dates, which you need to guide jealously when they ask you when was your club established, 18th of May 2022, and the charter certificate was presented on the 3rd of November 2022. So you pick 18th of May as your anniversary date. So next year, 18th of May 2023 would mark 1 year of existence, and I hope that many of you would guide this club to exist for longer years. Even if you're out of the school, you should know that you all created this club together, and you should still stand as a pillar to make this club stand the test of time, please. So have it at the back of your mind that Rataract of Crescent University is a baby in your hand, and you need to nurture it well. Please, not him alone being the chartered president, but you all are chartered members. So please, take this as a pride that you'll be proud of at all times, and also make sure that you continually contribute your quota to the development of this club. And be proud to sell this club to your closer friends within the school community and even out there. When you're out of the school, you can still affiliate yourself or still find recognition with Rotary outside the school environment. So I'll present this to our chartered president with an extension from our staff advisor. All charter members will take a group picture with the charter president.
Johnny, a Rotary family. We pray that the journey will continue. The journey will not be truncated. It will continue 50 years, 100 years. And their own children also be joining the club.
Thank you. So your first official assignment.
Okay, the students are here, sir, please come.
This is our chapter presentation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. To sit beside behind the gavel and perform the first assignment.
As a Zaki system, I have actually gathered order. My past president, Abeokuta, my club advisor, Professor MKM Momodu, the past president of Rotary Club of Abeokuta, my lecturer, my mom, my fellow imaginative president. I honestly did not dream of becoming who I am today, because as a SC patient, I have been stigmatized by people and the persistent disadvantage has bestowed on my self-esteem. Even though I continue to successfully live with the challenge, I am yet sitting in front of those who believe in my dreams, determination, and to make the best of my life, and who have seen the leadership qualities in me despite my health challenges. All thanks to God Almighty for giving us the strength to be here today. And with God on the throne, and with the support of you all, I humbly accept the responsibility as the charter first president of the Rataract Club of Crescent University. One thing I love about water, if society kills the bird of your dreams to live, water will never stop you from dreaming. Instead, they dare you to dream more and more every day. The theme of this Rotary year is Imagine Rotary, and I have been able to imagine greatness through the help of my father, Rotarian Professor Momodu Kasim Momodu, MKM. Just imagine for mass communication sitting with my dean of law. Wow. MKM, my club advisor. Wow, this father is very, very wonderful. Rotarian Kasim Abeokuta, Changemaker President, past Assistant Governor Rotarian Akinola Kende, aka Professor Robert, and Rotarian Dr. Isaac Bankole, Imaginative President of Rotary Club of Abeokuta. West Rotarian, Rataract, Vice Chancellor, Dean of Colleges, Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Kasim, Professor Karim, Head of Department, College Officers, Lecturers, non-academic staff, and students of Crescent University Abeokuta. Let's imagine the beauty and greatness of this club together with our 40s, time, thought, treasure, and talent. It is a promise that I will make you proud and bring greatness to the university. My mom is sitting here. It is a great privilege to be here, Mom. I promise you that I will never say your name. I promise you that I will make you proud of the your life. Thank you, Mom. I request your support and encouragement to put the agenda of imagining the greatness of Kota. Once again, I, Rataract Boluwatife Samuel Odeyale, accept to serve the first president of this club.
Past President Rotary Club of Abeokuta, Changemaker President Rotarian Kasim Adeokuta, congratulations to you also. Let me also congratulate the past President Rotary Club of Abeokuta, Rotarian Kayode, congratulations also to you. Our lecturer in the International Law Department, you are welcome, sir. Our mommy, congratulations for today, sir. Distinguished Rotarians, fellow Rataract, guests and friends of our PRAs, I want to say congratulations to Rataract Club of Crescent University. Before we have the award presentation, let me quickly recognize the President, Rataract Club of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Imaginative President Rataract, Abigail Aboyemi. She's here to grace the occasion. You are welcome. And also,
the club advisors, fellow Rotarians, leagues of past presidents here, Rataractors, and the newly inducted Rataractors of Crescent University. Today is a remarkable day, and they have been given this responsibility to present this award to the club advisor in person of Professor Kasim Momodu Kazi. But before I do that, I want to say one or two things about my professor. This idea of Rataract Club of Crescent University was conceived at the last district conference. We sat together and then why don't we bring Rataract Club to my school? I said, wow. Me that have been looking extensively to how we can enlarge the scope of Rataract Club in Okinawa 10. And here comes one of our own, who is a member of my club, giving me the ample opportunity to charter a club in the school. I grabbed that opportunity immediately. And we started. And the first time we came down here, we did an awareness fellowship. Outside there, it was an open fellowship, so everybody can come and see what we do. It was then, I could remember, we had not less than 60 members, if I'm not mistaken, with members of my club and Rataract Club from Abeokuta. And on that very day, he pledged that he's going to pay the charter fee of this Rataract Club, which he did immediately. He transferred that money to my club account for all transmission to the Rotary International account for the charterment of Rataract Club of Crescent University. Today, it is an achievement. So please, I want to call on Professor Mamadou Kasi Mamadou. And I really want to do this presentation alone. Please permit me to call on the president that handed over to me. The opportunity president of Rotary Club of Abeokuta. Why am I trying to say Rataract? Maybe because I started from Rataract. These are special recognition awards presented to Rotarian Professor Mamadou Kasim Mamadou, PHF, in recognition of your invaluable contribution towards humanity. Given this day, Thursday, 10 November 2022, signed by the Charter President, Dr. Boluwatife Samuel Odeyale, the President of Crescent University Rataract Club.
Congratulations. So as not to Abeokuta Ogun.
Yes, I think we have had a wonderful night and the installation of our president, and we want to appreciate our dearly beloved Rotarian Adekunle Kazeem Adeoti. This special plaque is giving a special recognition of the award presented to him in recognition of his invaluable contributions towards humanity, given this day, 3rd of November. On behalf of Rotary Club, I want to present to you this program.
They unveil their project, I will be part of it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Can we give them a round of applause? Okay, last.
Covering Ogun West and Central Rataract Now, distinguished prof and also the staff advisor to Rataract of Crescent University, distinguished Rotarians, fellow Rattractors. As we have all gathered here today, we want to thank you on behalf of Rataract of Crescent University and also on behalf of Rataract Now for adding a new club to all of the clubs that we have in the district. But before we go, I would want to use the privilege of the president to inform us that the club has a whole lot of projects and activities for the year, which doesn't end for this Rotary year. We still have lots of things to get to do. But the club is planning to launch this club manual, which has all of the information of the club and also help newer members to learn about Rotary. So I would want my Rotarians from Rotary of Abeokuta to help us take the lead as the sponsored club to Rataract of Crescent University, while all other well-wishers join in the fundraising to launch this club manual as the first project of Rataract of Crescent University.
My dear, you've spoken well like he rightly said, oh, wow. We have in attendance on page 5 of this manual. Those of us that came here, on that very first time we had the open fellowship there. And with this, I'm going to launch this with a token of 20,000 naira.
I guess that's a personal donation from our Abeokuta, and I'm sure members of the Rotary Club of Abeokuta are here, which I'm quite sure that they would send a donation on behalf of the club. Am I speaking right, sir? All right, sir.
So, having done this, fine. I'm here as the sitting president of Rotary Club of Abeokuta, and I just did my own personal donation. And I know members of my club that are here equally want to support me. So let me quickly call on past presidents Kayode Oladipo.
Officially, our club decided to have a fellowship here today. And the fellowship is on there. Turn that light to that side. Turn it to that side.
This side.
Yeah, this side.
Yeah.
I will know the way we do it. I don't want us just smile.
10,000 naira, let's appreciate you. You can do better. You want to do better for you. You can do better.
You can do better.
You can do better. You can do better.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, let me do 5,000.
Alright.
5,000. I can do better.
So you can do better. Alright. Okay, Rotaract. Moji Dauda.
As usual now. Unfortunately, I cannot do up to my Oga. I dare not contest. I cannot contest. I will stay at 15. I cannot go too much.
Midway, 15. 5,000, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
How much on board?
How much do I have on board? 20.
I will match my CMP. Plus 20. Plus 20. We have 75.
We have 75.
Let's go 100 and do something. Now you have to shake body.
Round it up, sir.
So between me and the CMP, we'll make up that 75 to be 100. So plus one club has done, I believe one club of Abeokuta has given you a good footing to start off. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have been told that the school has policy that we cannot give all our guests till beyond a time in the school. So we have to leave now. Let me call on the secretary of the club, the charter secretary of the club, Rataract, Sarah Mbaye. Okay. Mbaye.
Rataract Club of Crescent University, our imaginative president Rotary Club, the district representative, the dean of our club advisor, with an MPM, department from international law, from international law department, with the Kazim Adeokuta, the past president, fellow Rotarians, fellow Rotaract in the house, friends and guests of Rotary Club, respected guests, sponsors, special guests of honor, and everyone who went out of their way to be here today, and those who aren't here, but contributed one way or the other towards the success of our club chapter certificate, presentation, and investiture. We say a big thank you. The change maker, president, the change maker, past president of Rotary Club Abeokuta, Adeokuta, the the imaginative president of Rotary Club of Abeokuta, Rotarian Isaac Bankole, and other members of Rotary Club of Abeokuta who stood by us while we're trying to gain footing as a new club. We appreciate you. We thank students of Crescent University who have come to join us on this historic and memorable occasion. Our gratitude also goes to members of the press. We deeply appreciate you. As said by John F. Kennedy, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. We, Board of Directors and members of Rataract Club of Crescent University, Abeokuta, promise to abide by the doings of Rotary International. Thank you and God bless you.
Of Akeroya, Adioba, let's give a toast to Rataract Club of Agege. Let's give toast to Rataract Club of Ijebu Ife. Rataract Club of Isolo Metro. Rataract Club of Ikate. Rataract Club of Ogun.